Hello Sunshine, this is Joy coming to you from Michigan in the United States, and I'm going back to my old faithful, my old standby swiping today. My last few were a little bit frustrating and didn't give me the results that I wanted, so I just need a little confidence boost of doing something that I'm very familiar with. So, oh, I forgot to grab my swipe color though. Let me see, here it is. So there's my swipe color. I'm looking at my colors right now to see if I have enough silicone in them, and I don't think I do. So let me move this out of the way for a minute. All right, this is, I'm always wanting to mispronounce this, Dioxazine Purple, which may look black on the screen. I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 drops of silicone. And normally I would let this sit for 24 hours before I use that, but I don't have that kind of time today. This is Cell Magic. I would prefer to use, and I'd like to try another silicone, but this is what I could find, so it's what I've used from the beginning. And I wanna stir that in really, really good. And I've got some metallics, which will help with cells, but I want lots and lots of cells this time, so I think I can I'm gonna add some silicone to this. This is Dragon Fruit is the name of this. I hope you guys can see that. And it is made by Americana. It's an older paint that I had, and I had 2 drops of silicone to this one as well. So it's an older paint that I've had sitting around for ages. And so I filtered that. Before I added my pouring medium, I went ahead and put it through a nylon filter so that I would get rid of any clumps that may have developed as the bottle just sat there unused. So I'm having fewer and fewer bottles to do that with, which is a good thing. I'm starting to use up some of my older paints, which makes me feel like it's okay for me to go buy more. So that's always fun. I wish the craft stores in Michigan were open, but I can still order online. So that is what I'm doing. All right, what else do I have? We did silicone, silicone, silicone. I think we're gonna skip that. Just narrowing down my colors here. I think we'll skip that one. Sorry, I probably should have done this before I started my video. I'm not sure if that's entirely on the screen. So I'm gonna do a diagonal swipe today. And then I may add some balloon kisses. I'm not sure. All right, this is something that I'm going to recommend if you start following what I'm doing and you're just mixing up paint all the time. Mark your cups, mark your bottles, mark whatever you're using so you know which ones have silicone and which ones do not. Because as I'm looking at some of my cups that I mixed up several days ago, I'm realizing I'm not positive if that has silicone or not. So this last color, which may be off screen for you guys, I don't know, is Cadmium Red Deep. I think that's what it's called. I'll put it in the description box too. And that's got 2 drops of silicone as well. So I'm gonna mix that in real well. So today my goal is to do something bright and uplifting. Did I already put 2 drops in that and then I added 2 more? Oh heavens to Betsy, that could be interesting. This cup already had notes on it, so maybe I did. Okay, either way, it will work. And I'm just looking at what colors I have mixed up from before. I don't think I'm going to use any of those except for maybe the orange, since that's got some silicone in it. I'd like to use up some of my older paints, so. And I definitely, like I said, I want lots of cells, so, oh goodness sakes. Dropped, it knocked over my cup, but I didn't spill, so all is well. Other than on my thumb. All right, let's get going. So on the diagonal, here we go. This is fluorescent orange, neon orange. I'm trying to find my bottle here. Fluorescent orange. I've used it once before and I didn't love it, but I thought maybe it would be enough, a little bit of brightness on this, so I'm gonna use this up today. It is very bright. It's like a little orange highlighter. So let's just use that up, and I'm putting it on the bottom in the hopes that it won't be overpowering. All right, 1 color down, hundreds to go. Maybe not hundreds, but all right. This is just Cadmium Orange with a little blob of yellow and some silicone. I don't think I put any silver in this one. This is one I have to look up. This is the one I mixed up. I think this was for my Golden Retriever pour. So that's not what it's called. If you're looking for that video, it's called Tropical Paradise, I believe. That one turned out really nice. That was a fun one. So let's use that up. Good. And usually I scrape the cup, but that's been sitting a long time, so I'm not sure that I want to try to scrape that. All right, let's add some of this red. All right, here goes nothing. Orange and red, nice and warm colors. I'm gonna slow down. I feel like I kind of threw the orange on, and I want to take my time and get some thicker ribbons of these colors. And when I go too fast, they become really thin. And for this pour, I kind of like the idea of thicker ribbons, so that is what I'm going to do. Oh, there's such a tiny little bit of this red left. It seems a shame to leave that in the bottom of the bottle, or bottom of the cup. All right, moving on. We're going to do some purple, Dioxazine Purple. And hopefully this doesn't come out looking like mud. But if it does, we will go back to my I don't know what to call it, my motto, maybe my art room mantra, which is try again. I feel like I've done that with every pour. I was gonna add more there, but I think I'll wait. Every pour has come out needing to be done over. So this color is, I didn't add that pink. I'm debating whether I do or not. So this is a leftover from a scrape. It's got a little bit of everything. So it's like a metallic deep blue, but there's no color I can tell you to mix together to get it, because I'm pretty sure this was one of my paintings that didn't work out that I scraped. I am trying to filter my paints more if they're older. I don't want to have to keep working on removing clumps. That gets very tedious, so. But I don't like to just throw my paints out either, so there's kind of that happy middle ground, I guess. All right, I really like this blue. It really did turn out very pretty. All right, why not? Let's throw on some dragon fruit, especially since it's got the silicone in it. We want to make sure we have plenty of silicone, because I definitely want cells. All right, here goes nothing. This looks so dark. I hope this might lighten it up a bit. I might have to add just a little bit of yellow, but then I feel like I've added every color of the rainbow, which might be okay. Or it might be overpowering. Who knows? I just wanted to just come out and not stress, get some time in my art room. For whatever reason, I felt a little overwhelmed today. Maybe because I'm going back to work and trying to figure out that schedule, and the kids doing school at home still, although they're almost done, yay. Happy for that. They have 1 week left. So I am going to throw a little silver in here. Not much, just a little. And I tell you, I'm sure I've got plenty of paint on this canvas, but that's okay. It's making me happy to look at. It's a lot of bright colors. I'm wondering if I should lighten that purple up a little bit, but I am going to go ahead and add some yellow. This is Cadmium Medium Yellow Hue. And hopefully this little bit of yellow will be just what this painting needed. It needs a little lemon in there. Brighten things up. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of color. A lot of color, guys, but I like it. So I think I get all my stuff that I can out of the way, and remove the silicone. I'll tell you, my tip for silicone is make sure that's put away, because if you knock that over, you have quite a mess on your hands. All right, just gentle tilting. I do kind of want the colors to flow over each other a little bit, but I like the lines I've got, so I don't want to tilt it so much that I lose my lines. It's really hard to watch the whole of the canvas all at once. I'm just going to pick up some paint and add it right here and hope that that continues to flow over that edge. There we go. I need to come this way. Again, watching the weight of that paint and getting the weight of it where you want it to be moving. So it's a little tricky. I feel like it's something I probably haven't quite mastered, but I'm aware of it. That's step one, I assume, or I think. All right. I'm going to go all the way down to the other end because that corner definitely needs some more paint. There we go. Come back. And again, I don't worry too much about my edges and corners and all of that, because we know we can go back. I've got lots of runoff, so I can just finger pop it in. Thank you for that expression, Julie. I use that all the time. It always made me smile every time she would say, I'm going to finger pop this in. And I don't know why. It just made me smile. So here goes nothing. I did not tape off my canvas. I found that the tape that I have just really is inadequate when it comes to protecting the edges. So I figured, why bother? I'm going to get some of this pink right here. Oh, I'm really loving these colors, guys. It's definitely bright. Hopefully it feels uplifting to everyone. Although my art room, my rules, y'all know that if you've watched any of my videos, I don't ever apologize for that. That's just the way it is. And I think that's the way it should be. If you are the one creating it, well, I hope that this uplifts other people and brings a smile to their face. The ultimate goal is for my own art therapy. So if you're new to this channel, if you've not watched any of my videos before, I'll give you a little bit of backstory. I started this whole channel, this whole process was started to help me deal with the emotions that come along with quarantine and isolation. So this is my art therapy time, and it's become something really, really important to me and really, really beneficial to me. So I hope it helps you as well. I am really loving these corners. I know we'll lose them, but this little corner here with all these little rainbows of color, and then this one here, very pretty. I don't even mind that the lines curve the wrong way. So they should be going straight. So I'm just sitting here staring at it going, oh, that's pretty. And now we're going to swipe over it. So I almost feel like I should get a picture, but I'll see if I can grab a still from the video. That way I don't have to stop you guys. All right, so I am swiping with a custom color that I call Black Cherry. It's phthalo blue with some dark red. This may have been mixed with Cadmium Medium Red Hue. And then a little bit of black to send it to a real deep black cherry color. So it'll alter these colors in amazing ways. For the good or for the bad, it remains to be seen. Oh dear. It almost looks brown as it goes on, but I'm not going to let that worry me. And I just ran my finger through the paint somewhere. I don't even know where that was, but no worries. All right, so I'm going to start up here. And I found I do much better with a smaller piece of plastic rather than a larger piece because it's easier to control. I do have one little section on this that was cut wrong and it caught on my canvas the other day, so I cut that off, which is a beautiful thing about using just a piece of plastic. You can cut off whatever you need to. All right, gentle and easy. There we go. It's that deep purple, and I really hope we get a very rainbow effect. That would be my goal, my hope. Look at that blue. That metallic blue. So pretty. And it's got a little bit of everything in it. I mean, I could have called it mud, and that would have been fairly accurate. All right. Oh, look at that paint coming through. So pretty. So pretty. This one's making me happy already, guys. And that's why it's my art therapy, because it really is uplifting for me to do this. And I feel like we got plenty of silicone, so that makes me happy. All right, let's flip this baby around. Look at those beautiful cells already coming up. I'm trying to keep my canvas where it was, so hopefully you guys are still getting a good view. Put the cap on that. All right, now this direction. All right, look at that. This one's gonna be a dark one, but once we get those cells to come up, oh dear, let's put some of that paint back on that corner. And if you've watched my other videos, you know I don't stress. If something goes wrong, we can always go back and fix it. So I just don't allow myself to get too worked up, or try not to anyways. Look at that blue. So pretty. All right, one more, a little bit on this corner. Let that orange shine through. Pretty, pretty. All right, so I got a new tool that I'm going to try, and it is a heat tool with no flame. So it's an electric heat tool. It's actually an embossing tool, but you can use it for other things as well. So it gets pretty hot, but you shouldn't be able to burn your paint with it. So let's give it a go. Okay, it does come with a fairly small cord, but that's okay. I just put it on an extension cord. And let's see what we get. We've got some very pretty cells. Hopefully those keep developing. All right, I'm going to leave this to develop for about, maybe half hour, 45 minutes. And then come back and maybe do some balloon work, and maybe not. We shall see. But I will get some pictures of this and share those, and then I'll also do a video close-up so you guys can see it a little bit closer. All right, guys, see you in a minute. All right, guys, here we go. That blue is so beautiful, and I apologize for the reflection, but so pretty. And we've like this yellow cell right there. Oh, beautiful. We've got so much going on, and I love that. We've got little itty bitty baby cells, and we've got some bigger ones, and hopefully they continue to expand as it warms up in here. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a few pictures, and then I will be back to do some more work in a little bit. All right, friends, I am back with you. It's been, I think, almost an hour now. So I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to do some ballooning. I'm just checking my edges now to see if there are any sections that are too dry. And I really, really love this one already, so I don't want to add too much. I just think there's a few areas that might be improved with a balloon. So here goes nothing. This is just my little tiny baby balloon with a little bit of water in it, and then filled a little bit more with air. So the water gives it a little bit of weight so that it takes less pressure from me to create the effect I'm looking for. I really love these colors together. It really has becomes something absolutely beautiful, I think. You know, this one, I don't know, there's like a funny cell, so let's just, there we go. Oh, I hope that stays like that. That sure is pretty. I showed this to my husband and he said, don't balloon it, it's so pretty already. This might actually be a little bit wet. Let's see. It feels a little bit wet on the balloon to me, but I think that's because the last time I did this, it was with paint mixed with Elmer's glue ball, and it just was really, really thick, especially as it dried. I'm just trying to watch these kisses to see, are they falling in too much? Because if they are, I can leave this to dry a little bit longer and then come back to do the balloon work. I don't want the balloon work to become a muddy mess, and I don't want to lose the lines of definition that I'm adding. So I'm just going to watch it just for a few minutes before I do any more balloons. And I will be right back with you. Friends, back with you. I did let this one dry for another 20 minutes or so. I'm going to try these balloon kisses yet again and see what we get. Ooh, look at that. That one's got so much red. But I might just leave it and do another little one. It almost feels like this paint is just not drying, but I know it is, so I'm not going to leave it any longer. We're going to work with it, but you can see how my previous balloon work really lost its shape, and that's an indication that your paint is too wet. And I'm not 100% certain that it's dry enough now, but I really should be. I could find a piece of card. Just 1 minute. I'm going to get something else to add to this. Back with you. I went and got some paper that I can press these kisses onto because they're just too pretty. What's left on the balloon is so pretty. Let's see if I can show you with this one. See that? So I'm going to take it over to my paper and do another balloon kiss and then wipe my balloon off. So I'll show you what I've got on my paper. I can't see my camera, so I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. So I will just keep adding to this, and then I can cut this down and use it as a card, or I can scan it and make reprints if it's something I really truly love. So just a second idea, I shouldn't say second, like I've given you 2 ideas so far. Another idea of what you can do. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, guys. Let me show you. That one and that one. Aren't they gorgeous? I'm gonna have a really pretty piece of paper when I'm done. And I hope a beautiful painting. So, my husband really liked this painting before I did anything to it. So, he was a little bit nervous that I was going to kiss it. He said, leave it, it's pretty. But I felt like it needed a little extra oomph. And my goodness, this paper has it, guys. My phone just had an alarm go off, and so it stopped recording. Pretty. I know you can't see what I'm doing off to the side here, but I'll show you when we're all done. It is curling the paper a little bit, so I really wish that I had a thicker piece of paper. But in a pinch, what I have works. All right, this one, I know there's so much color on this canvas. It's just, you know, you do a kiss and you think, oh, I know there's more under there. I know there's more. Pretty, guys. All right, let's try right here. Just a real baby one. I feel like it's just some music going. It's too quiet out here. Not that I'm complaining, because generally too quiet is not the issue in my house. But so I am just covering this paper with kisses. And I'm hoping to fill the whole paper, and although it may not dry well, I think it'll be pretty to look at, even if it's just for a minute. I'll get a picture of it and maybe we can make something of that. And I am getting about 3 kisses on my paper for every 1 kiss on my canvas, so I apologize. This process is a bit slow. Although I did figure out how to speed up my videos, so maybe I'll speed this one up a bit, because this is just, you know, you want to be slow and methodical. You don't want to, definitely don't want to rush this process. There, that's beautiful. Let's go with that. So much pretty. And I'm still wiping off my balloon, even though I'm putting the balloon kisses onto a paper. It really is still leaving quite a bit of paint on my balloon, so I'm not skipping that part where we wipe it off. Definitely want a clean balloon to dip with. That red blob right there. Let's see what we can do with that. So I apologize. It's like I'm working on 2 pieces at once, so it's my attention's a little divided. Oh, I still feel like these balloon kisses are just falling in. But I've let this dry so long that I'm worried if I wait much longer, it's going to not turn out the way I want. This one doesn't really look like a flower. There we go, that's better. It almost looked like a bug had been smashed. Oh goodness. Okay. I did those thicker ribbons of color, which I like, but here in the middle, I just feel like we just don't have a lot of variety. All right, still adding to my paper over here. Trying to just do these little itty bitty baby ones, because there's just, the middle of some of these is just kind of funky, and I think part of it is that there's so much silicone. There we go. So I didn't clean my balloon that time because I wanted to transfer some of that color. That's pretty. And I didn't really want to over balloon this one, but I did kind of want some balloon kisses right here in the middle. So that's what I'm going to focus on, is just where my, oh my goodness, my mind just stopped. My swipe color has taken over. I kind of want to add something. Not happy with that one. There, that's better. There is a lot of paint on this canvas, so that may be part of it. Just that there's so much here. So, there's my puppy. She's not unattended though. If you've watched one of my, I can't remember which other video it was, but I did one pour and she didn't have anybody with her, and I thought, oh goodness, what is she getting into? She was a good girl. She didn't get into anything, but she was not happy that I had left her alone. So, she can hear me though, so I'm sure she's not happy that Mom's not with her, but she will be okay. All right, guys. I'm not sure that I want many more balloon kisses on this. I feel like they, again, have gone muddy. That doesn't make me happy, because this was such a pretty pour, and it's like it's still too wet. The edge here is finally starting to be dry, which for me is usually, that's when I usually start ballooning. When you get a dry edge, then you know the rest is going to follow shortly. This all feels muddy to me. And I am almost down to canvas, so I've taken a good chunk of the paint off. It's just not giving me the effect that I want. Which maybe it's time to stop then, right? There, that's better. That was down to canvas, so I was trying to add a little paint to that so that I didn't have a bare spot. I apologize. I'm really thinking, which is why I'm so quiet. Trying to decide what I need to do and how much further to go. All right, I am going to step away for a minute as I say that and then do one more kiss. Yeah, see, I'm down to canvas there too. All I think I hit this too soon and I'm ending up with a muddy mess. And the problem is, if you hit it too soon, you cannot always go back and fix it. So, I'm gonna give this another minute or 20. Oh, but let me show you the paper. So here's my Balloon Kisses on paper. I think it's pretty, it's colorful, it's busy. But if you add that to a little card and drop it in the mail, it'll brighten somebody's day. All right, guys, I'll be back and let you know what I decided to do with this. I am back one last time. I am going to try to fix a little bit of what I have going on. So I hit this with the heater. I have the electric heater that I used to make the cells in the first place, just to see if I could dry it a little bit further and see if maybe, I don't know. I have not had this exact issue ever before. So I'm at a loss of what's causing it and how to fix it. And I really like this pour, so I don't want to ruin it. But I feel like my Balloon Kisses have so little definition. Almost. Yeah, see, I always take too much paint off when I try to roll. There, that's a little better. Oh goodness, guys, I feel like I'm just making it worse, not better. So maybe I should just walk away. Maybe it's the amount of silicone because I have funny cells popping up. I'm gonna add this to my little paper over here again and fill in my spots that I have left. Yeah. In my mind, I know I've got to stop fiddling. And my eyes say, but wait, you can fix that yet. I'm just not loving my little kisses. I did use a paint that had a lot of metallic in it, which may be impacting this to some extent. Because I can see on my mat here where I'm wiping my balloon, it's almost like grains of the metallic paint. Oh, this is disappointing. I wish I had not touched this one and just left it. Let me know what you guys think. Is it bad? Is it beyond fixing? Should I have stopped a half hour ago? I do like to fiddle. All right, so I'm gonna ignore the middle. And I'm just gonna go for there's a couple sections that I thought, yeah, see, I think this paint is too wet and it's so thick. There's so much of it, I should say. The paint itself is not super thick, but there's a lot of it on this canvas. So I think that's my issue. I did not give it enough time and now I've taken so much paint off that I'm gonna have to live with what I've done. That makes it sound really bad, like I did something awful, but I just don't have the results that I want. But it's not, I don't think it's beyond, I don't think it's ruined, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's not as pretty as some of the kisses I've done before, but it's not as bad as my first attempt. See, that's down to canvas there. All right. All right, guys, tell me what you think. I think I've got to leave it. As much as I would like to add some phenomenal, oh, look at this. I think there's so much paint here that that's probably not going to happen. And it's still just a little on the wet side. So, and that's the trick. I mean, I think that's the number one issue with Balloon Kisses is having your canvas dry enough. And yet I'm still kissing. Oh, there's some pretties. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I wish somebody was here to say, here's what you need to change, Joy. But it's just me. Just me here today. So, this area here is still gorgeous. I'm not going to touch that. My lighting in the art room is changing too because of the change in where the sun is and the light coming through my windows, and I almost feel like I can't I can't get a good feel for what this looks like. All right. I'm going to step back, take a look, and I think I'm done. But I'm going to give it a couple minutes because sometimes once I step back, I see something different. I really hate this section right here. Let's just see. I'm going to leave that. There's a lot of bare canvas there, but I kind of like that better than what was there. I should say bare canvas. Very thin paint on the canvas. It's not bare. There's still stuff there. Same thing here. Shouldn't have done that one. Okay, I have to stop. I could do this all afternoon and just become less and less happy with the results. So I'm going to take a minute, let it sit. I'm going to sit with it and see if I can live with what I've got. All right, guys, I will take you in for a close-up. All right, here we go. It does look, oh, now the sun's shining through and giving me all sorts of light. It doesn't look bad through the screen, so maybe it's just I've been too close for it for too long. I love these cells through here. I'm glad I didn't touch any of those. So pretty. So let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to know what you think. This section over here. Perhaps my least favorite. I worked it probably too much. But, you know, it's not, I don't think it's ruined. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next one.